Okay, so now that we're about to work on our third-party service providers, you're going to need to determine which ones you'll need. One of the ones that I highly recommend is an email service provider, also known as an autoresponder. And I'm going to explain the difference, and I'm going to give you some thoughts on which one you may want to look into for your website. So an email service provider is a company that's going to allow you to capture emails and then communicate with people via email for your business in a commercial standpoint. What an email service provider does is make sure that those emails give your people on your list the opportunity to get off the list if they want, so they're not getting spammed. And there's a lot of laws around this, and email service providers take care of making sure that all of the policies are covered so that you can do this in a legal way. Email marketing is a very, very big part of business, and if you're interested in growing your email list, you can look at my other teachable course, which is called Email and Content Strategy Workshop, coming out very, very soon. I'll make sure there's a link for that for you in the resources. So what you want to do with an email service provider is make sure that you have the ability to take forms, put forms on your website to capture emails and then communicate with people via email. You will also want to be able to create autoresponders. Autoresponders are really just emails that are pre-written, pre-scheduled, predetermined as to when they're going to be sent out. So you can put them on a drip that they're once a day, you can put them on a drip that's once a week, you can put it on a tag so that if someone clicks a link in your email, they then get moved into another list which sends off another set of autoresponders. These are important parts of growing your business, and if your call to action is going to be a giveaway, like a valuable giveaway, a PDF or a training or something, you'll want to make sure that you have the legal right to capture those emails and send further messages to your customers. These are now your customers, even if it's for something that you've offered for free. So an email service provider is very important. Some of the companies that you can look at are, and I will have this in the resources, Aweber. I've been using Aweber for 10 years now. It's very user-friendly, not a lot of learning curve. You can get in there, set things up, and get the forms on your site really quite easily. You can use Constant Contact. Constant Contact is another wonderful email service provider. I do believe, you have to look into it, but I do believe they offer less. They have a limited amount of autoresponders. It may or may not fit what your plan is, so you need to know that before you make a decision. There's MailChimp. You may have heard of MailChimp. MailChimp is a really popular and great resource. The free version does a lot. You cannot do autoresponders with the free version of MailChimp, so that's another thing you're going to want to look out for your business before you go and set it all up and say, this is the one I'm going to plug into my website and create an account and build out my welcome email and all that, and then you find out, oh, I can't do the thing I needed to do 2 months from now. So you want to look at those features and make sure that you're making the right choice for you. I know that Aweber has like a 30-day free trial. I'm not sure about Constant Contact. I believe they have a 30-day free trial, and MailChimp. And what I can tell you is that I have used every single one of these platforms. I go in, I use them for myself and my clients, so I know the inner workings of them, and those three are really pretty user-friendly, easy to navigate. You can also look at more involved ones like ConvertKit and Infusionsoft, and there's a lot out there, but they get more complicated. So depending on what your skill level is with your email service provider, how much time you have to put into it, and they're also more expensive. So look at the different levels of cost. I'm going to share resources in the document below so that you can just click and go check out. But the email service provider and autoresponder is one thing that you're going to want to do to set up for your website, and that will be a third-party provider that you'll want to make sure you look into before you start building, because if you're going to put opt-in forms on your website, you're going to need an email service provider. Okay, on to the next. I'll see you in the next video.